Hello fellow nerds and crafters. Today's video is actually two collaboration videos in one. So they lined up. So today is Skull Sunday, organized by Alula the Nerd Goblin, and also Crafting Together, organized by Tony from Georgie's Gorgeous Gifts. So for the Crafting Together, it's usually a theme that's picked on the 1st and you upload on the 26th, and this theme was through the decades. So I have a bunch of things here that are from when I was growing up, and I realized when I first was going to do this, I was going to do the 90s because that's when I was born, and then I realized that a lot of the things that I remember are probably not just from the 90s, they're from the 80s through to the early 2000s. So some of the things I have here, I made these out of resin. It's a little Tamagotchi, a Super Nintendo controller, and a Game Boy. I have older siblings that were born in the 80s, so there's a lot of things that are probably from the 80s that I just ended up picking up, and then I was born in the early 90s, so I was younger throughout the 90s, and a lot of things I probably really remember are early 2000s. These here are some 3D printed items from my brother's 3D printer, my younger brother. A little Mario mushroom and a ocarina from the Ocarina of Time video game, Zelda Ocarina of Time video game, and in my lifetime I had a floppy disk as well as Simple Plan CDs. I also remember when I was in school we made a lot of these cootie catchers, so I thought that was really fun to throw in there. So I'm going to be throwing all of these into a skull and using this egg carton just to try and keep it on an angle so that I can fill the brain portion of this skull with all of my little bits with clear resin. So starting off, I'm going to show you how I made my resin pieces to throw in here. I got these glow powders from Temu. You can see right on them that they say glow powder. They're not glow-in-the-dark powder, unfortunately, like I thought they were. They are actually UV light powders, so they glow in UV light. After I mixed up all of the resin in them though, I wanted to show you how this paper towel came out because it looks really cool in the UV light. Growing up, I had a pink Tamagotchi, and it looked closest to this one. So this is a picture of the pink Tamagotchi that I actually had. And so I was using the pink to make that Tamagotchi. That's the one that will go in the skull. My brother had an orange Tamagotchi that looked like this. I might have added too much alcohol into the powders before I added the resin, because even after 24 hours they were still a little bit bendy, so be wary of that. For this, all I really needed was the middle one and the one on the left, because the middle one looks like a Game Boy and the one on the right. The one on the right looks like a Super Nintendo controller, so I really only needed those two. I didn't want to waste resin, of course, so I filled up the rest of them. So those are both going in the pressure pot to cure. So I did paint those up off camera. I'm going to be placing these jelly bracelets in first. And I'm going to keep the resin hopefully above the eyebrows, like above the eye sockets there, on an angle. So the first things I'm placing in are those jelly bracelets. I used to stack these all along my arms. My entire forearm would be covered in these jelly bracelets. And then I wanted the Tamagotchi to be kind of front and center as in on top, on the very top of the skull where it was very prominent and you'd be able to see it. All of this was pretty tedious, so I have sped up the footage because my hands were not fitting in this skull properly. All the bits were really small. I ended up also taking some UV resin to glue some of the pieces in place because they were slip sliding and I wanted them to stay in one spot until the resin had cured. So I just have a little bit of UV resin off to the side and I'm dipping some of my pieces in it and then using my UV light. Some of these pieces, as you can see, are very small and were very hard to hold. They kept slipping and dropping. I'm trying to use just a small amount of UV resin and I'm trying to glue them straight onto the jelly bracelet so that they don't leave any marks onto the skull itself. And I'm just trying to spread them out so that they're not all sitting in one spot. It was a little bit difficult. I got my head in the camera quite a few times trying to make sure everything was in the right spots. So once everything is in where I think I want it, I went and I mixed up some clear resin. And it's as simple as pouring that resin in because I just want the top part to be fully clear. There's no sparkle or anything in here either. It's just got bubbles in it currently, but it's all going in the pressure pot, so that'll be fine. I did pour all of this in and then decided that I needed a little bit more resin just to raise it up to the eyebrow spot and cover more of the items because I didn't want them disappearing in the next part that I had planned. As you can see, my Tamagotchi there had flipped to its side. I assumed that that was because I had been pouring resin in and that it kind of swept under the piece and floated it to the side. Unfortunately, when I went to check it the next day, it was not the case. It had started to float. I should have glued that down with UV resin, so now it's upside down. And I'm just going to take a little bit more clear resin and make a little bit higher of a clear base just to maybe you can see it from the side. It did add an extra day to this skull make, unfortunately. So I just added a little thin layer of that and it goes back into the pressure pot again to cure. It was really sad. I wanted that to be the other way around and on the top of the skull. So I'm trying to emulate this jacket color because I'm pretty sure all 90s kids had this jacket. What I ended up using for colors was purple, this greenish blue, pink, and yellow, and they are just resin colors, so they are silk violet and aqua green. Raspberry Bellini and bright yellow, and into the bright yellow I added this lemon yellow color. This is from Temu, so I'm not sure what its brand is or anything, but that just darkened it down just a tiny bit. And I'm not going to put it on an angle anymore, I'm just going to dump in some colors, and hopefully, I'm not adding any glue, so I'm hoping you're going to be able to see all of the colors and they're not just gonna mud together. Don't forget to check out the playlist in my description box. It has the rest of the Skull Sundays, and everyone makes really awesome videos, so you really should follow them and check them out. So once I have all of these scraped out and put into the skull, I'm going to move the skull to the pressure pot and finish filling it up, and come back when it's cured. So this is it cured. Unfortunately, it looks like I lost some yellow. It had a really cool yellow pattern on the bottom before the pressure pot, so we'll see how it looks once demolded. It was a little bit difficult to demold because I was trying to save the top of the skull for you to see last, so it was a bit of a struggle. So here it is. I definitely lost a lot of that yellow. I wish I had a bit more, and I'm so mad about that Tamagotchi flipping over because it leaves a giant empty portal in the middle now. But everything else looks really good. I did have a little bit of a drama off camera trying to get that ocarina to stay put. Actually, I had to make a little stick of UV resin to get it to stick in place because it started floating. But other than that, everything looks good. You can see all the things on the sides, which is what I wanted. I just wish that Tamagotchi had stayed put. But other than that, I think it looks great. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Check out the playlist in my description, and I will see you in my next video. Here are some video and pictures of the finished skull. Enjoy!
She says, hold still, don't blink with your